Interesting news we've got for you now. There was a lady who was named Margaret Sanger. She was an extraordinary person who wanted to sterilize all the black people in America because she thought they were an inferior race. She also wanted to sterilize Southern Europeans because she thought, I guess, the Italians and others were inferior. Margaret Sanger was really way out. And her views of genetics actually played a part in the philosophy of the Nazis when they began some of their genetic experiments. But guess what? They want to take a bust of this woman and put her on display in the National Portrait Gallery in Washington. And a group of black pastors says, no way. John Jessup has that story.
Thanks, Pat. The fight to remove Margaret Sanger's controversial bust from the National Portrait Gallery is heating up. A group of black pastors met in D.C. to protest the statue, and they say to educate America on the dark ideas Sanger promoted. Abigail Robertson brings us that story.
A group of black pastors and pro-life advocates gathered in front of the National Portrait Gallery to demand the removal of the bust of the late Margaret Sanger, founder of Planned Parenthood, and some critics say a racist. The controversial bust has been on display since 2010 in the museum's Struggle for Justice exhibit alongside figures like Dr. Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. Those protesting the bust argue, how can a woman who advocated for the use of eugenics in blacks and minorities be on display with these civil rights heroes? When Bishop E.W. Jackson learned the bust was part of the exhibit, he assembled a group called Ministers Taking a Stand to fight for its removal.
She began her career trying to reduce the populations of black and other minorities through eugenics, which meant forced or coerced sterilization. She referred to black people and others as inferior, people who should be banned from having children, and she also referred to them as human weeds and human waste.
Pastor Iverson Jackson of Zoe Bible Church in Little Rock, Arkansas, urged the crowd in front of the gallery to join the fight against this hurtful symbol.
This symbol, this portrait, this bust of Margaret Sanger is destroying this country because of its racist spirit. So we stand together here today to say Margaret Sanger's bust must go.
Museum spokeswoman Bethany Bentley has said the statue will not be removed and that the gallery is meant to display significant people who represent the full spectrum of the American experience. Texas Senator Ted Cruz and Congressman Louis Gohmert have also joined the fight and have drafted a letter to Congress urging their colleagues to support the cause. Reporting from Washington, Abigail Robertson, CBN News.
Thanks, Abby. And Pat, so far nearly 15,000 people have signed the petition calling for the statue's removal.
Listen, I read a monograph she wrote. It's in print. You can get it. It's called Breeding the Thoroughbred. It is the most unbelievably racist thing you have ever seen. And to call her the part of the American experience, she was a monster, absolute monster. But probably the liberals are embracing her because she founded Planned Parenthood and they love the idea of killing babies. And so the whole idea of being able to, they call that woman's health, and there's nothing about health that has to do with taking the life of an unborn child. Now Planned Parenthood is up to its eyeballs in scandal because of the move to sell body parts. And some of these shocking videos have just horrified the nation. Nevertheless, there are people who want to defend Planned Parenthood, but they're getting from your tax dollars. You and I are paying the bill, $528 million a year, federal grants to that organization.